One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Russell to Allen Crabbe. Oh, had him going there for a second. Curling inside. And he'll head to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Joe Harris has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. First one, count it. Two for 2 on that trip. Kyrie with the rock. Probing the defense. Irving to Horford. Fires the 3. Smooth part of his game. Al Horford drills the catch-and-shoot 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Russell with it up top. Trailing by 15. And a pass stolen by Boston.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
And they call it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Into the game for the Boston Celtics. Number 12, Terry Rozier.
Hey, feed me, I'm hot.
Irving. To Rozier. And he hits.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Nets have it. Russell. Takes stock of the floor. Here comes the screen. Beyond the arc for 3. Shakes free and hits.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Brown into the front court. They lead it by 14. To Irving. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Kyrie across the timeline. Lead is 12. To Jaylen Brown.
Uh-oh, you know you can't guard me out here. Cut him.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Deep right corner. Baseline drive.
Defensive foul to number 11, Kyrie Irving.
D'Angelo Russell at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line.
Number 9, Damare Carroll.
Here we go, my ball. Got ball. Got some for him.
Irving to Rozier. Here comes the screen. Irving. He drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Russell into the front court. Down by 15. Short jumper won't fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
To Russell. he had him there for a second. To Russell. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. And count the basket inside.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Here's Irving into the front court. His team on top by 13. To Horford. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Another shot stays out. To Russell. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, D'Angelo Russell. With that, he's 5 for 9.
You know, Ed, people have short memories, but this kid was only 19 when he first came into the league. Sure, as the second overall pick, you're going to have high expectations. Trust me, I know. But D'Lo's game is different. First off, he's a lefty, so he throws you off. And his style is even herky-jerky, maybe even choppy like that reminds me of Rod Strickland. But fans, we need to be patient with the process and let kids develop. And I'm still very optimistic that D'Lo is going to live up to all the hype he had coming out of the Ohio State University.
Russell has a look.
Defensive foul to number 12, Terry Rozier. That's his first.
Joe Harris, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first.
Entering the game for the Boston Celtics, number 20.
Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Rozier into the front court. The lead is 11. Got it.
Scary Terry was born during the playoffs last year. He helped Boston achieve what many critics, including myself, thought was impossible without superstar teammates being healthy. He's a pit bull defensively. So quick laterally with a strong upper body frame and a great center of gravity. He plays with a ton of grit and determination, and that's just what you need in a depth guard who can answer the bell when called on.
Here comes some changes. Kenny Atkinson turning to his reserves. Down to 5 on the 24. Count the bucket for 2.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Celtics have it. To Hayward. Big finish. Full head of steam that time. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. To Davis. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Rozier with it. Looking to make something happen. To Hayward. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Has a chance. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Entering the game for the Boston Celtics, number 36, Marcus Smart.
Fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Margins 8. Ed Davis. Shot by Dudley misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Dinwiddie into the front court. They find themselves down 10. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Hey, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Spencer Dinwiddie at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 79% at the line. To Hayward. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. The drive, right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Screen coming. Oh, had him going there for a second. It's good at the buzzer. Nice finish and more cash in the bank as we hit the break. Time expires to end the first half with the Celtics in front.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Celtics will start the second half with a decent lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Steals.
The Brooklyn Nets are trailing so far, and that's mostly due to sloppy ball handling. The ball security needs to improve if they want to stay competitive in this matchup. The problem started early, and it didn't improve in the opening quarter.
Player of the half.
Al Horford earns the recognition because of the sheer number of dunks he threw down. One after another, he kept rattling the rim with his awesome slams.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
Celtics have it. Hayward to Horford. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You know, for a long time, I've been calling JT a young Paul Pierce because of his isolation moves, in particular in tight spaces, with fadeaways, step backs, whatever you want, he has. Now, that came from watching him a couple of years ago play at Duke Fantasy Camp in the summer. He was going against Jabari Parker for 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row, he gave Jabari the business. Now, this young kid was not even a freshman in college and was scoring any way he wanted to. and you knew that he was destined for success in the league. Danny Ainge got the steal of the draft.
To Hayward. Horford, it's blocked by Allen. Trying to cash in. Russell with it up top. His guys down by 9. To Allen Crabbe. Here comes the screen. And a nice finish at the rim.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
The pass set it all up.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Russell into the front court. 9-point margin. To Allen Crabbe. Here comes the screen. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go.
Spinning shot. Won't fall. To Allen Crabbe. To Russell. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
D'Angelo Russell trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw is good to finish off the 3-point play. That slices the lead down to 4. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Hayward. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Russell with it up top. The deficit is 6. Now that's a contest.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Nice finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Russell into the front court. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Russell to Hollis Jefferson. Big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Hayward to Marcus Smart. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Jaylen Brown really coming into his own. The 3rd overall pick a couple of years ago. He saw his points per game go up drastically. Plus, he is one of the few people in the East that has the versatility to guard LeBron James.
Russell to Allen Crabbe. Pass taken away by the Celtics.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Brown shot, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Brown with it up top. It's an 8-point lead. To Marcus Smart. Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Keep him that way. Keep him that way.
Here comes the screen. Russell to Allen Crabbe. 4-3. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Hayward. Gordon Hayward, that's how it's done. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2. You look at Gordon Hayward, who does he remind you of in the NBA?
Paul George more so on the offensive end. He has the height and the size to shoot over smaller guards. Plus, I love the fact that he utilizes his body. How about in his 7 years with the Utah Jazz, he made $53 million. You're seeing his game really blossom, which is the reason why Danny Ainge signed him to that 4-year, $128 million deal.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie. Stepping in for the Boston Celtics. Number 11.
Oh, Horford up to block the shot. That's out. Last touch by Al Horford. To Russell. For 3. D'Angelo Russell bothered just enough on that one.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Curling inside. Jumper's good.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Russell. Here's a chance from long range. He was all over him.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Marcus Smart from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Dinwiddie with the basketball. The deficit now up to 13. Russell to Hollis Jefferson. Nothing going here on that drive. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. Oh, with the foul, and a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Substitutions, Boston.
And he makes them both. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Shot from the lane won't go. Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down 11. To Russell. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Russell with it up top. Looking to make something happen. No. Deep right corner. Irving. Rebound taken by Hollis Jefferson. To Dinwiddie. Won't go. Rebound, Aaron Baines. Into the front court, it's Irving. The lead is 11. Hollis Jefferson with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Russell.
Fist, come get the screen.
To Dinwiddie. Shot blocked by Morris.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Boston with the basketball. Kyrie Irving for two. Not today.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
From the painted area, won't go down. Irving into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. Marcus Morris, strong finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Russell. No good. Defense catching a break there. Has a look. And scores on the step back.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
To Dinwiddie. Here comes the screen. To Russell. Has a chance. Shot no good there by Dinwiddie. Irving with the basketball. His team on top by 13. To Marcus Smart. Irving. Trying to cash in. Wide open look. Won't go. Russell to Dinwiddie. Russell. Can't fault the defense. D'Angelo Russell hits.
Okay, I see you throwing the ball like a quarterback in the pocket for the touchdown.
Timeout Boston as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Substitutions. Stepping in for Boston, number 12.
Kyrie gets a look. Can't hit.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
To Dinwiddie. Shot from in close, no good.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. The deficit now up to a dozen. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Tough shot for Dinwiddie. No good. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Rozier. Probing the defense. Irving to Rozier. Has a look. Rozier shot no good.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Oh, he had him there for a second. To Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
And too much contact.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Subbing in for Boston, number 7, Jaylen Brown.
They'll let one fly from half court. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Celtics way out in front. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin, and that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A-plus game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Celtics have it. To the rim, lays it up and in.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Dinwiddie. Short jumper misses.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Think you know everything about our team? Turn to page 15 in today's game program for the latest trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by taking a half-court shot.
Time for the bench to step up. Kenny Atkinson knows it, making some moves. Russell into the front court, trailing by 14. To Davis. Fires the three. Tough shot, no good for Allen Crabbe.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Ed Davis to Hollis Jefferson. Russell to Allen Crabbe. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Drives, but his shot won't go down.
Because he had no body control. You have to be able to control your body when you attack the rim at full speed. That's part of your concentration. People assume concentration just on the rim, but your body control is everything. Be able to speed yourself up or slow yourself down.
And finishes strong. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative, because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither.
Have you considered a luxury box for your next group event? Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Russell with it up top. His guys down big.
Into the game for Boston, number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Shoot coming right. Shoot coming. Shoot coming.
Horford with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Russell to Allen Crabbe. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Russell. Beyond the arc for three. He engulfed him that time. Irving brings the ball up court. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. That's out. Last touch by Jared Allen. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
And number 13, Marcus Morris.
Kyrie across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead.
Hey, double screen.
Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Layup goes down. Well done.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Irving to Horford. That's rebounded by the Nets. To Hollis Jefferson.
Oh, pick up mine, pick up mine, pick up mine, pick up mine.
Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Here's Irving into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Rozier. Gets it in the left corner. Boston with 4 to shoot. Irving won't go down. To Allen Crabbe. A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Jason Tatum. Entering the game for the Brooklyn Nets, number 8.
Kyrie with the rock. To Rozier. Surveys the floor. To Irving. Rozier shot no good. To Dinwiddie. To Russell. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
Oops, he missed the first one. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. To Irving. Lays it up and in.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Russell. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
The screen sets him up for two.
What I like about Spencer Dinwiddie is that he's a worker. I remember he got hurt his last year in college at Colorado, still decided to take a chance on himself, went into the draft, got drafted second round, and now I see him still defining and refining his game.
To Horford. Going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time. He missed it. Russell into the front court. Down a bundle. To Allen Crabbe. Blocked by Tatum.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Across the timeline, it's Rozier. Looking to make something happen. And Kyrie Irving. Odds are he hits that 9 times out of 10. Wide open three is good. Nets have the basketball. Kyrie Irving won a championship with Cleveland. He won a championship for Cleveland in that Game 7 at Golden State. How is he influenced as a player by that title?
Well, I thought he learned how to win at a really huge stage. But Kyrie's always been a leader of his own movement. At times, his voice may have been suppressed because of LeBron James, but there's no doubt about it. When you look at the young players on this roster, when they all rock Kyrie's, you know who the leader of the team is.
To Russell. Fires the three. D'Angelo Russell bothered just enough on that one. To Rozier. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Number 17, Ed Davis.
It's Brooklyn's ball.
For the Celtics. Number
To Davis.
Hayward.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Jared Dudley at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play, but a rare spot as they continue to trail big. Rozier into the front court. He'll run the offense. Hayward to Rozier. And a put-back slam.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
No, I missed a short one there. Hayward. Work it down to Brown. Whoa, Jaylen Brown above the rim. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
2 minutes left.
Into traffic, but no good. To Davis. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Stepping east, then stepping west, and laying the ball right down the line.
Covering all areas of the map. Off the assist.
I said this on draft night, that Jason Tatum was the most special player in the draft. Granted, I didn't know about Donovan Mitchell, but it's hard to believe that Philadelphia traded this pick away so the Celtics can have a future star.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Stepping in for the Celtics, number 11,
Russell.
Kyrie Irving.
4-3. Cleans it up. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Kyrie lets it go. Russell. Oh, had him going there for a second. The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
So good to see one of Jersey's finest, Kyrie Irving, back on the court and driving with no issues on that knee. He only played 60 games last year, and he missed the entire Celtics postseason run. You could only imagine what this team would have done if he were healthy and they had Gordon Hayward.
To Irving. Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul.
Hayward.
Number 2.
Irving. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2. For 3, tough shot. No good for Allen Crabbe.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. When you have a look at these highlights, you can see how this team wasn't able to get it together. It was definitely a frustrating loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Assists.
The Boston Celtics were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving could not have been more impressive in this game. The way he scored the basketball looked like he was playing with kids in high school.
was cold.
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.